Hey, what's up, everybody? It's John Paul Trades here, and today we're going to be going over one of the strategies that made me a successful forex trader, and I believe it's one of the most important strategies in trading in general, whether you're trading in the stock market, options, or even forex as well. And not just trading in general, but you can see it in almost every single market. And this strategy is support and resistance. And support and resistance, it's used in a lot of industries. You're buying low and selling high. Just like, for example, when you're in the car market, you want to buy a car low, right, at a low price, and you want to sell the car at a higher price. So it's pretty much understanding what those levels are. A lot of people like to use support and resistance. They may have different names for them. It's okay, just as long as you know what are your levels, where recognizing what areas your roof, your floor, right? The roof being resistance and the floor being support. I like to always analyze my charts from higher time frames to shorter time frames. So going from like beginning the weekly, monthly, daily. I'm a scalper, sort of mixed in with like swinging. Sometimes I'll be holding positions for a couple days, and sometimes I'm holding positions for like no more than 15 minutes to 45 minutes, maybe 2 hours. So it's more like a mixed style of trading. I really trade 4-hour candles. So most of my time I'm on the 4-hour charts, the 4-hour time frame, just looking at the charts, analyzing them, seeing where price is currently at, if it's rejecting a certain area, whether that's support or resistance, if it's breaking out of that area, and then I'm also setting them up at area where price has been already or could potentially reach due to previous data, right? You always want to be looking to the left, right? Always seeing to the left, because the left side of the charts tell you a story with what could happen next to the right. So that being said, I'm going to show you guys how I would go about setting up my support and resistance, right? So we're here. I'm looking at the charts on the daily time frame. Let's actually go to the weekly time frame just so I can get go top-down analysis on my chart. So we're gonna go here, set up resistance. Now on larger time frames, I like to use the big rectangles so I know where price is at or has been on the larger time frames. I'll go like this. I'll come over here. Let's see where else we can set up a nice area of support, maybe resistance. Right around there. So this is weekly, right? When we go down to the daily, I start adjusting. Also, as I go down into my time frames, I start adjusting what I had already placed, and then I'll also start to use horizontal rays, horizontal lines. They're a little different. This would be like your horizontal ray, and then horizontal line would be this guy over here. So pretty much, the difference is when I'm using a horizontal ray, this one over here, I'm using it to see where I could potentially get in at. Those are my entry points, my exit points. If price is, let's say price is battling, like right here, for instance, this is a good example. We're here on the let's go to the 4-hour time frame, right? Because I'm always looking at the 4-hour time frame. Now, price is currently battling at a level of support, right? It's trading above support. As you guys can see here, I could put up a level of support here. I can maybe move it a little tad down. Now it's not always going to be right, but it's important that you try to make it as precise as possible. Because if your support and resistance is wrong, you're not gonna be clear with where your exit points could be, your entry level points. Maybe you're getting in too late, maybe you're getting in too early. So that's why it's important to try to get it as neat as possible and try to get a precise area of where your floor and your roofs are, your support and resistance. Remember guys, I call support and resistance floor and roof. Sometimes I'll call it the safety net for support. Whatever you like to call it at Freedom Trading with John Paul Trades community, we say support and resistance, floor and the roof. So I'll go here, it's at battling at trading above support, right? Let's say I believe that we want to get on a breakout on this 4-hour time frame, right? I'll go and set a horizontal ray right around here where I believe price. That is where I can get the most precise entry, right? and I'll use this on the 15-minute, 30-minute time frame, shorter time frames. So below 1861.440 is where I would be looking to get into gold on shorts, right? Now, obviously, that's just an example. Price is trading currently at 1872. So I possibly am not going to wait until price gets to 1861. Now, for a swing position, I would possibly be looking to get in below 1861 and letting it run, because we would be breaking out of that consolidation area that we're at. It's also kind of, it would be breaking market structure right around that area as well. So let's go over here. Let's remove all of this. Alright, so this again, guys, this is my daily level of support and resistance. As you guys see, I have it marked up. I'll set up like 2 to 3 areas of support and resistance on every time frame. So here. Okay, right around there, and we'll sort of play with it as well. Alright, that there. We'll go here, let's see what else we can adjust this one. Put this guy right around there. That is where I believe it is pretty precise, and this right around here. Alright, so now we're going to go to the 4-hour time frame and see if we can also, this is when I'll start to use my horizontal line, right? So I'll go right around here, do that, and I'll start getting more precise with this. So I'll come here, like here. I also start to look, how can you identify how to set up, better get asked, how do I know where my support and resistance levels are, right? That's a question that I get asked a lot, and I'm gonna answer that. The way you would know is, one thing that helps me is finding levels of reaction, areas of where there's a lot of reaction, right? So you see here, we have reaction here, we have some reaction here, we have reaction here, reaction over here, and we're starting to see some reaction here. That's a pretty valid area of resistance for me, right? We're seeing multiple areas of reaction, and on top of that, we're seeing areas where price is rejecting that area multiple times, right? Same thing here. Here we could identify a nice level of support where it's at, where price is currently trading around. Look how much reaction we have. We have rejection over here, we have reaction over here, with more rejection, and we see rejection over here, and now price could possibly reject, continue to the upside, or it could break out of that area and tap the next area of support, right? So that being said, we're going to go over here and do this, add a level of support right down there. And remember, guys, we start to play with this as we start to go in depth with lower time frames. We'll go over here to this over here. I like this area over here. So let me go over here. Where is it? Right there. That's a nice area. We'll come down to 1 hour as well. And we'll start to get. This is when I'll stop using the horizontal lines, and then I'll switch it over to the horizontal range on the 30-minute time frames. So let's start seeing where else we can add. Right around here, nice little area of resistance there. Over here. There. So now that I got my areas of support and resistance on the higher time frames, now I'm going to go to the 30-minute time frame and start using the horizontal ray, right? So here we can start to see, this is where I'll start to use the horizontal array, right? Look how more precise it is. It's a bit more precise than my horizontal lines, right? And also, I know that I'd be winning, these are like my entry points, these are areas where I'm possibly considering getting in, right? But over here, we could also add it. Also, it helps me identify my ranges. I like to look for certain ranges, right? Once I start to see prices creating this range, after we start to break out of that range, now I can start to look for potential entries or possibly execute on certain positions. If price rejects that breakout of the range and falls back to the range, right? What happens typically in a range? Price will touch the roof, bounce back down, touch the floor, bounce back up, or that's like sideways trading. Or you can break out of either side and then you'll see bullish run or bearish run, Then we'll come over here. Where else can we add? We can add another area right around here. So now let's actually start to zoom in a bit. And then 15 minutes, I'll just sort of kind of go and zoom in and start to look for closer entry points. So let's see, right around there. This one, this we could lower. So that is how I use support and resistance. This is just one chart, guys. There's multiple ways that you can use support and resistance, but like I said, guys, this is how I use support and resistance. This is what I do to analyze the charts, and this is how I analyze my charts. The time frames that I use, the areas that I look for, what do I look for with support and resistance, and this is what helped me take my trading to the next level. So guys, I suggest, if you have any questions, comment down below in the comment section, ask me questions. There's no stupid question, it's how you learn. If you guys want to be a part of my community, it's involved with multiple traders. It's the Freedom Trading community. The link is down in the bottom, and also the link to my community is down at the bottom where signals are sent, analysis are sent, Zoom links, live trading is also sent, and we do monthly giveaways every month. Expect more videos on this. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for tuning in. Like and subscribe and turn post notifications on. Peace.